Hello, all. I would like to call to order the City of Quincy Board of Registrars 2020 Redistricting Plan public hearing to order September 28th, 2021 at 5 p.m. I'm going to start with the open meeting law, and in accordance with Chapter 20 of the Acts of 2021 signed by Governor Charles D. Baker on June 16, 2021, suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, Chapter 30A, Section 20. This public hearing will convene via remote conference and services on Tuesday, September 28, 2021 at 5 p.m., airing on Quincy Access Television, Government Channel 8. Pursuing to the open meeting law, any person may make an audio or video recording of this public hearing or may transmit the hearing through any mediums. Attendees are therefore advised that such recordings or transmissions are being made, whether perceived or unperceived by those present, and are deemed acknowledged impermissible. And I'd first like to start by introducing myself as chair of the Board of Registrars, along with Reverend John Swanson, Michael Grinley, and John Dumas. And they are all here in attendance today to go over the proposed submission of the 2020 redistricting plan. So if you would, Susan, please show the map.
Yes, 1 minute, please.
Thank you. And as Susan is getting the map ready for view, I would like to just start by saying that re-precincting effort has been going on for about a year with the Secretary of State's office, and with getting the federal census numbers, we're now ready. We did do a map. It's ready. It's there on the screen for your viewing. I think that it's a good map. I feel really positive about it. Our goal is to keep all of our wards and precincts symmetric throughout the city. We use block groups in order to do this. In case you don't know what that is, that's a number of people within a block area, and they all need to be within 5% of one another in order to make first the precincts, then the wards. So we've done that. I feel really good about it. We did make a couple of big changes. One would be Ward 2, Precinct 2 will now be taking over the Ward 2-3A precinct. So we will go back to 30 precincts from 31. And that was just something that was done in 2010 that we knew we wanted to correct going forward, and we've done that. We also, really tried to use our legal boundaries of our city to make this map work for everybody. You'll notice that Quincy Square area grew a lot.
Yeah, sure has.
A lot of residents there. We came down 6'5" a little more. We came down 1'5" a little more, and came in with 4. Everything that surrounds the city, 3 and 2 as well, and tried to push everything to the middle in order to come up with the best numbers. No one is above 5% of each other. So I think that's a really strong point to make here, that all of our precincts, the numbers really work. And we can't go above 4,000. So it seems to me that we're at about 3,500 per precinct.
Precinct.
And
Good division.
And I think it is because, you know, our elections are busier than ever. We have over 64,000 voters in our city. But there are options available and people are taking advantage of them as far as early voting, in-person voting, absentee voting. So we didn't feel that this was necessarily the time to be adding precincts, especially where it's so hard to find polling places and staff to work on election day. So with that, we do have the map in front of us. Proposed submission will, if in fact you agree with me here this evening and the map gets voted on positively, then we will move it to the council probably October 4th. If anyone has any questions, concerns, please feel free to use the raise your hand button option, and then we can take any questions, concerns from any of the board members.
Not seeing anything, Madam Chair, from anybody on the call.
Thank you. Any questions from anyone on the board?
Just a nice piece of work.
Thank you.
Very nice piece of work.
Thank you. Okay, we'll be looking for a motion.
I move to accept the redistrict map as prepared.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Madam Clerk, I see Citizen Rhodafield with his hand up after that vote went through.
Okay, thank you. John, go ahead.
Hi, I was John Rhodafield, 62 Grenwall Road. I was just wondering, is there some place online where you can find this map?
We will put it up after the vote. I didn't want to put it up before the vote, but I will certainly get it up for tomorrow so that the public can take a look at it.
I mean, are there some people that used to be in one ward that are going to be in another ward now, basically?
There are, John. We've moved about 16,000 people will be affected by the new map. 4,800 moved from one ward to another, and the rest are within their wards, just perhaps to another precinct. That being said, we will, of course, do our due diligence in notifying everybody once this is, if it passed here this evening, passed by the city council, excuse me, then it goes to the state and the LEDRC for final approval, effective January 1st, 2022.
Okay, so this is the only picture right here that I have right here. Is there any way we can make that a little bit bigger or something?
When we put it online, you'll be able to use the functions of
Enlarge it.
enlarging it.
Okay, thank you. Good job, Nicole. You do a good job up there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, you did have a motion, a second, and an all in favor, I believe. Sorry, because I know we got interrupted a little bit.
Thank you. So all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so that is a positive recommendation for this vote on the
Incredible.
proposed changes of the 2020 redistricting map. Going forward from here, like I just said, our next steps will be to present to the City Council on October 4th and submit the signed order from Mayor Koch to the state and the LEDRC. And that concludes the 2020 redistricting plan public hearing. Looking for a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion we adjourn.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.